These members of the senior class were chosen by their peers as students that exhibit the qualities of leadership, character, and school spirit. On the field to help recognize the students are senior class advisors Karen Daisy and Kara Howell, school committee chairman Chris Coyle and his son Nicholas and daughter Nora. The first two members of the court tonight are Emma Coe, escorted by Dylan Magararu. Emma has been a cheerleader for all 4 years of high school and is currently the captain. She has also played lacrosse in sophomore year and will serve as a captain this spring. She's a member of the Student Athletic Advisory Council and the Public Relations Director of the Student Council. Her best experience in high school was traveling to Costa Rica last February. She says that trip has inspired her to want to see more of the world. Emma plans to study physical therapy in college. Dylan is a three-sport athlete playing football, basketball, and lacrosse. He is a football captain and will be a lacrosse captain in the spring. He's been a member of the drama club for 2 years, with his most memorable role being Troy Bolton. He's a member of the National Honor Society, and in addition to singing, he plays the guitar. He's in a band called Missing Strings, and you can check them out on iTunes and Spotify. One of the highlights of high school for Dylan was traveling to Costa Rica last February. Next we have Maddie Grafton, escorted by Christian Lavoisier. Maddie is a three-sport athlete and has been for all 4 years of high school. She plays soccer and is currently a captain. She also does winter cheerleading and will serve as a captain of the lacrosse team in the spring. She is a member of the Student Athletic Advisory Council, served on the prom committee, and is an active participant in the Unified Sports Program at Abington High School. In her free time, she enjoys hanging out with friends and family. Maddie's plans after high school include studying nursing in college and traveling. Christian plays football as well as baseball and is the captain of both teams this year. He also played basketball for his first 3 years at Abington High School. He is a recipient of the Underclass Business Award. He has remained on the honor roll for all semesters since sophomore year. He's looking forward to traveling to Europe this spring with the high school. He plans to study marketing and play college football. Next we have Christiana Remela, escorted by Fraser Toomey. Christiana plays both soccer and basketball and will serve as the captain of the basketball team this winter. She is president of the Student Athletic Advisory Council and secretary of Student Council. She is also a member of the Unified Sports Team. She enjoys hanging out with her friends and working at Eager Beaver Day Camp in the summer. Her future plans include traveling to Hawaii and becoming a nurse. Fraser has served as class president for 3 years. He is a member of the International Club and the GSA. He has played soccer since sophomore year. He is a multilingual and his ability to speak Spanish fluently was hugely helpful to his classmates and teachers in Costa Rica, a place he holds near and dear to his heart since it is where he learned to love zip lining. He plans to be a foreign language teacher or foreign diplomat. Next, we have Nicole Morella, escorted by Jason Kinneberg. Nicole has played varsity soccer for 4 years. In addition, she is a member of the school's Unified Sports Team. She is a member of the National Honor Society, the Student Athletic Advisory Council, and the peer leaders. Nicole enjoys spending time with friends and family. She plans to attend nursing school and become a registered nurse. Her amazing time on the school trip to Costa Rica has inspired her to want to travel more in the future. Jason is a captain of both the soccer and ultimate frisbee teams. He's been a member of the Student Athletic Advisory Council since junior year. He's the vice president of the National Honor Society as well as an officer and peer leaders. He performs in both the musicals and plays as a member of the drama club. Outside of school, Jason enjoys spending time with his friends as well as researching history. As an Eagle Scout, he also loves to help making his community a better place. Following graduation, he plans to attend college, majoring in nursing. Jason would like to thank his family and friends for all their continued support. And now, introducing your homecoming queen and king. The homecoming queen is Brianna McCadden, escorted by homecoming king Nathan Joyce. Brianna has played on 5 varsity sports, including cheerleading, volleyball, soccer, track, and basketball. She is a member of the National Honor Society and the Unified Sports Program. Her hobbies include photography and spending time with her grandparents. She thoroughly enjoyed her time spent in Costa Rica with her classmates last February. Her future plans are to go to college for journalism and to be happy and successful. Nathan is the captain of both the soccer and lacrosse teams. He is also a member of the National Honor Society and is an officer of the Peer Leaders. He recently joined the Student Athletic Advisory Council. During the summer, he works as a camp counselor at the YMCA, and after graduating, he plans to become an engineer. Again, your homecoming queen, Brianna McCadden, and homecoming king, Nathan Joyce, and their court.
Sports fans, and welcome to Abington Greenway football for a special matinee edition on Friday afternoon. It is a special 4:30 start because it's homecoming night here at Abington, and the homecoming dance starts at 7 o'clock. This game actually was supposed to be played last night, Thursday night, but because of torrential rains, it's been moved to today. The rain just stopped about 3 hours ago, and the field is actually in great condition. The sun is out, not a cloud in the sky, and Kevin Whalen's here.
I'm here.
Kevin, welcome aboard. This is a matchup against the Sachems from Middleboro High School. We haven't played Middleboro in quite a long time, but when you and I were in high school, it was a regular thing.
It was a regular thing, and I think the last year was when Steve McGuire played as a senior. So Middleboro, I really don't know much about Middleboro, but a little higher division. Always had a great history of football down there at Middleboro. Great field. One of the first few places to have lights, but I'm looking for a great game. Obviously, Abington coming off a big win from the Hull Pirates last week down the Hull Gut, and looking for a good game for the Green Wave, kind of continue their success so far this year. The important thing for the Green Wave is to keep their eye on the ball, because obviously after tonight is a huge game next week.
Against the Cohasset Skippers down in Cohasset, that's going to have a lot of weight to both teams. Cohasset currently is undefeated. They lost to Mashpee last week. So Abington wants to go down there and beat Cohasset, and it all will dictate what the pairings will be in the postseason, which will be start the week following the Cohasset game. Middleboro not having a strong year this year. Abington's hoping to put together a good solid 4 quarters of play. We're in their home green jerseys, as I mentioned. Although we had a lot of rain last night and into this morning, the field is relatively dry. The sun coming out for the last 2 or 3 hours has really helped a lot. Referees would have to see it's really not a mud puddle. It's not to say it might be slick in some certain areas, but all in all, it's a great afternoon and a great field.
You're going to have to watch how your cuts are, because I think when you dig in the field, you're going to see a lot of slipping tonight, but I think overall the field is in pretty good shape considering, the amount of rain that we had. I think, Sean, you said it right. The sun has come out with a good wind as well. It really kind of helped dry up this field a lot. So looking forward to a great game. I think Middleboro did they have a Super Bowl team last year or the year before?
I don't recall. And they had a good baseball team,
they had
too.
They've always had very good baseball. A couple of years ago, they went pretty deep at Williamsport. So, Middleboro's always had a great tradition of great athletics, and looking forward to continuing the rivalry that we had back in the 70s, 80s, and 90s.
Middleboro takes the field to their sideline. Anyhow, referee Hine will escort the Green Wave captains to midfield, and the rest of his crew will escort the Sachems captains to midfield. We're going to be playing 11-minute quarters. And Abington's pretty fired up to get out here. They thought they were playing yesterday. They had to, sleep an extra night, get ready for this game. Then, of course, getting ready all through the school day, and now they're here. Some of the parents are trying to get out of work early to get down here for the 4:30 start, which is not always easy for some.
No, it's not. So looking forward to a great game, great night of football. Just turned into a nice evening, though. It was very windy and blustery. Now it's just the temperate, just beautiful fall late afternoon here. So looking for a great game of football. Obviously, the Green Wave has had many weapons, Sean, on offense and defense as well. They've just coming in with like a 4-1 record now, is it? So, just have had a great season so far. Their one loss, of course, was a heartbreaker against Mashpee, and looking forward to seeing those guys again probably this time in the playoffs.
A 1-point loss. That's really the difference in an undefeated season right now. And Abington knows that. It was kind of a good learning experience for them to kind of know that they got to play every quarter, and minimize mistakes.
Well, that's the one thing. I mean, as much people can complain about the format of the playoff, Sean, I think, it gives you the opportunity to, it gives you the opportunity to kind of come back and, beat a team like, a close game like that. In the old days, your season would be over. Now the Green Wave has another opportunity coming on in the playoffs, hopefully, to, to avenge that one loss.
Out there in the midfield, looking left to right of the Green Wave captains, number 70, Mike Broomstein, the senior offensive defensive lineman. Of course, our big linebacker, Dylan Magararu, number 50, also plays in the offensive line, does the snapping for the kicks. Abington won the coin toss and will defer. And then, of course, the third captain out there, number 9, our stud quarterback, Christian Labossiere, also plays safety for the Green Wave.
Wow, he's moved up to stud over the last 2 weeks.
Well, he's playing a good game. He's leading a good team.
He's had a great season. It's been really exciting to watch. Kind of looking forward to the second half of the season. So Green Wave will be kicking off to the to Middleboro.
Last week,
I almost said Cobra, Sean, which was, of course, their semi-pro
right.
team.
Last week we were down at Hull. Kevin wasn't there. It was just a throttling by the Green Wave, and the ball was bouncing every which way for the Green Wave.
I had to go see A Star Is Born, Sean.
Did you really?
No.
So, but I want to give a shout out. Our cameraman was Ethan Curtin, and if you saw the game on TV, it was really dark. Wasn't his fault. Want to get that out there. Wasn't his fault. There was a switch on the camera that had been switched inadvertently.
I will say, though, the other thing, too, is like Hull has really low lights, too.
It does, and that made it worse. We're going to take a quick break for the playing of our national anthem by the Abington High School Marching Band.
All that have served and continue to serve our country, giving their all to keep us free and safe with the playing of our national anthem.
They'd have to do it, Larry. They'd have to do about $3,000 of work, so it's never going to happen. We're back.
All right, the Green Wave in their team huddle on the sideline. They will be hearing some final words of wisdom from Coach Jim Kelleher in his 45th year as the head coach of the Green Wave. Oh, it's just amazing how fortunate we are with the weather tonight, given the storm we went through yesterday.
Well, I think it was a good call.
Yeah, I think so too.
I mean, obviously it rained, about 3 or 4 inches last night we got, so just a lot of rain over, about an 18-hour period. So
remnants of the Hurricane Michael.
Well, I think, Sean, one of the things that's been so impressive is like the total team effort of this team so far this season. From the offense and how many contributors you've had in the backfield to the play of Christian Labossiere and the offensive line play, the opening up the holes and having a great pocket for Christian to throw the deep ball consistently throughout the year. That's been one side. The other side too is the defensive play.
Yeah,
had pretty good defensive end play all season. A lot of pressure on all the quarterbacks, whenever they could drop back to pass. So, from both sides of the ball, they've had a great season so far, and looking forwd to, like I said earlier, the second half of the season.
There's really no breeze right now. Just the sun that you can see is kind of coming from our back, your back on the TV screen, going across the field. The only time that's going to be an effect might possibly be a receiver who's looking back across the field this way. Otherwise, the sun will continue to go down as the game goes.
If you're kind of in the flat on the opposite side of the field, kind of looking back into the ball, it might be a little bit of a problem.
All right, so the Green Wave line up on their 35 to kick it off at the 40. Will Klein, number 4, to do the honors. Line drive, kick on a bounce and roll right inside the 30, down to the 25, where it's picked up by the Sachems and then taken down
Seamus Smith
at the 31.
Good coverage down there by number 22 as well. Leary.
Colin Leary, one of our seniors.
So he sticks his nose right in there on those special teams.
So they'll start it right at the 31-yard line for the Sachems' first series. Their quarterback is a gentleman named Brandon Hogan. He's a senior, number 15. He's their kind of all-around athlete on the team.
I was going to say that if he's their quarterback, then I expect him to run. They had him back deep on the kickoff, so he's a good athlete. Look for a lot of fakes and then holding on to the ball.
Come out with a shotgun. They hand off to Sam Riondo, number 10. Steps over to 31 kids, maybe a pickup of 1 on the play. Coming off the pile there, of course, Broomstein, Magararu, Spry, number 42.
A bevy of players, would you say, Sean?
Yeah, you got Brady Cristoforo, number 82 in there, playing on the near side, defensive end. On the far side, looks like Mike Lyons is up there. Yep, Mike Lyons, number 53.
He's had a great season, a lot of pressure this season.
Chris Tassoni is on the near side corner, standing right there at the 35-yard line. Again, they come wideouts, 3 to this side, 1 to the far side. Shotgun formation for Hogan. Hogan now fakes it, keeps it, dives over the right side. Still on his feet, though. He's going to get the first down and more. Still chugging away up to over midfield. Good bit of running there. Some bad hand tackling there by the Green Wave.
Absolutely. He just came powered right at him, and Green Wave didn't look like they wanted to tackle in that particular play.
Oh, that was a good pickup of about 20 yards or so. It'll be a 1st and 10 at the Green Wave 46-yard line here in the opening minutes of this game here at Memorial Field on October 12th, 2018.
I do think one thing I've always seen over the years, Sean, is like a team that has this kind of offense where the option read and all that. It takes a lot of time for the...
Oh, he throws it incomplete. His receiver fell down. The receiver was behind the quarterback. The quarterback threw in front.
I was just going to say, though, one of the things, Sean, I think it always takes with the option read for the defense to get the rhythm of like what the quarterback's doing and handing off and things of that nature. So a lot of times you see like that first series that the offense has a lot of success against the defense on those option read type offenses.
And I think you're going to see Middleboro, when they're looking to get Hogan out there running, they're going to try to spread out the defense, especially the secondary, by throwing so many wideouts out there. See what they do here with 2nd and 10. A handoff right up the middle, nothing doing.
54 for the Green Wave in there. Sean Landers making the big tackle. Well, that's why, when
Broomstein helping out.
Broomstein, number 70 as well. Good job by the Green Wave defense. No gain there. That's why I think when you see them spread out and do trips left, you don't have 3 guys out here because Green Wave is basically saying, we know you're going to be running the ball. You're just trying to spread it out, put everybody outside the tackle boxes, and we know you're going to run up the middle or go off the other side.
Middleboro does not throw often. Let's see what they do here with 3rd and 10. Green Wave defense is shuttling in the play because they can't see the coaches with the sun where it is. 3rd and 10 with the ball at the 46-yard line. Shotgun formation for Hogan. Looks over the Green Wave defense. Looking to throw. Looking at coming across the middle. Good pressure.
Nice job.
Going down.
That's Magararu on the bottom of that pile.
Number 50, Lions, number 53 helping out. There'll be a loss on the play back to the 48-yard line.
Well, and that solves the question of whether you're going to go for it on 4th down right there as well, Sean, even though you're on Green Wave territory. Obviously going to kick it as it's a 4th and 17. Uh-oh. Little
4th and 16, but we'll take it.
I'm only reading what Nagel puts up.
All right, they're back to kick. Good snap. Kick is up, end over end kick going towards Klein's way. And it's going to be down right at the 23-yard line. No return.
So the Green Wave player, once it hits the Middleboro player, could actually pick that up. And even if they fumbled it, they would still retain possession.
You don't want it to hit a Green Wave player or it becomes a live ball. They mark it right at the 24-yard line. 1st and 10 for Abington with 8:32 here to go in the first quarter. LaBossiere gets the first play selection from the sidelines. Referee Hine out there near the Green Wave huddle. Steve Johnson on the camera for us tonight, this afternoon.
Steve.
Yes, many thanks to Steve Johnson, and thank you to Justin Shanahan for being here early to help set up everything. Colby Augusta out wide to the near side of the field. Green Wave have Spry in the backfield behind their quarterback.
Jake Bennett, number 52, is the center.
Leary goes in motion to give up the middle to Spry. Spry charging, driving forward, still on his feet, gets a first down and more.
Wow,
Nice bit of running.
Yeah, nice 13-yard pickup by Gabe Spry, kind of picking his way.
He got hit 2 yards downfield and again 6 yards downfield. Green Wave right up on the ball.
It's like he was going down the aisle 7 down at Trukey's on a Saturday morning, Sean.
1st and 10. They're waiting for the stakes to get set up. They are now at the 37. Oh, they stopped the clock. I don't think all the stakes.
Oh, they had it marked.
Again, we're just waiting for Wakeland to get set up on the far sideline. I talked to him before the game. I thought this might be a concern. Leary in motion. Now looking to throw. Is Labossiere going deep? He's going for Klein.
He's got him. He's wide open.
Klein at the 23.
What do you say? Touchdown, Minna Muskegon!
A 63-yard scoring strike on the second play from scrimmage. Labossiere to Klein. Labossiere literally floated that one up there and let that just come down into Klein's hands.
I thought it might have had a little too much air when it first left his hand, Sean, but perfectly thrown ball. Klein was able to judge it and catch it in stride and make it to the end zone for the score.
Well, you know what's good, too? Not knowing what the footing is out there, putting it up nice and long, and Klein could kind of just gauge his time, get under it, and he connected for a 63-yard scoring strike.
Green Wave doing a little swinging gate, possibly.
We await the snap. They do side snap it into Gabe Spry, looking to dive forward, does not get it. So the conversion attempt is no good. Klein had previously a 66-yard pass and a 65-yard touchdown pass. That one was 63.
He likes sixes.
As does Labossiere.
They do. They connect once again. I don't know what his average is, but he's going to have like an average of like 15, 20 yards. I mean, there's been very few times when he's been stopped for 3 or 4 yards all year.
He's also had a 63-yard punt return. First game of the season against Chicopee. So the Green Wave take 2 plays and go 76 yards. And will now kick off to the Sachems.
Hogan back deep for the Sachems.
Abington ready to kick. 8:01 on the clock here in the first quarter. Klein tees it up. Middleboro wearing their white away jerseys. End over and kick going to come and be caught right at the 25 in the air. Now going across the field, gets tripped up and then hit by, that's Josiah Rosa. Came out of nowhere and just hog-tied him down.
Brandon B out on the carry.
Wow, Rosa. Good open field tackle. They mark it at the 30-yard line.
Well, it's good to see that big number 70 was out there for the Green Wave, Mike Broomstein. He's looked like he came off with a little bit of an ankle issue early on, but he's right back out there, which is good news for the Green Wave.
1st and 10. Hogan again sends 3 wideouts to his left, 1 to his right. He's got a running back. Checked off to his left. They give the handoff to number 10. That's Riondo, I believe. Yep, Sam Riondo.
Once again with the tackle in there. Calling his name early and often tonight. About a 2-yard pickup.
The Cole brothers just checked in, number 55 and number 80 respectively. Jerben Jure.
Mike Lyons comes out.
2nd and 9 now.
Watch Hogan. I bet Hogan will keep the ball this time, Sean.
2 wideouts at each side. Hogan gets the, he keeps it, goes on the right side, cuts it back, dives forward, just short.
Just short, yep. He had to get to the 40-yard line. He's just about a half-yard short there.
They're marking a good yard back now, yeah. So be 3rd and, well, a short one, could be a long one.
But you could tell that like there was no fake or anything. That was a straight quarterback draw there, where he just takes a step back, kind of picks his way where the hole is, the best opportunity is, and runs for it.
And again, trying to spread out the secondary, so if he can get by the line of scrimmage, he gets a couple extra yards before the cornerbacks can squeeze in and get to him with the linebackers.
He's a good-sized kid.
Yeah. 3rd and 1. Look for a similar play. Yep, there it is. On the left side this time, and he gets the first down and driving. Still a little scrum there at the 45-yard line.
It's old school football.
Buddy knows football, as we say, right? And a cloud of dust. Brimstein coming back in off the sideline, number 70. And Hogan running to the sideline to get the next play call.
Brandon Hogan on the carry for the Sachems. Brought down
Mike
by
Lyons, number 53, checks in.
Ray Cole, and number 50, Dylan Magararu.
Magararo must have, what, 4 or 5 tackles or half tackles anyhow?
Absolutely,
Already.
already.
45 yard line.
It'll be 1st and 10 at the Middleboro 45. Now the running back lines up behind the quarterback, who's still in the shotgun. Hogan gives right side, quick dive, nothing.
There.
Mike Lyons in there. Who hit him low? That looks like, is that Spry? Yep. Gabe
Spry, number 42 and 53.
Oh, sorry, Sean Landers, number
Sean
54.
in there.
Sean Landers, I think, got him first.
He's one of those guys. We call his name often as well. Sean
Yeah.
Landis having a great season for the Green Wave on the defensive line. Number 54. You know, one of the things, Sean, I think too is like in this instance, I almost have someone spy on Brandon, on
Hogan.
Brandon Hogan, number 15, because it's one of those things where he's constantly, you know, the only plays they've had so far is when Hogan's been running the ball.
They've only tried to throw it once, and that was out in the flat here. Let's see what they do here with 2nd and 11.
Hogan's 6'2", 210, so he's a big kid, tough to bring down.
Hogan keeps it. Runs over the left tackle, pulls up, just crosses the 50-yard line, but it'll bring up 3rd and a long 4 now for the Sachems.
Great execution by Hogan there on the option read. The Green Wave player went for the player, which is his responsibility, is to keep him outside, maintain the outside, keep Hogan inside. So he didn't hand off, he kept it and ran up the middle there, but nice job by Hogan on the read and picks up about, 6 on the play.
3rd and 4 at the Green Wave 49 with 4 minutes, 45 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Green Wave are already up 6-0 with 2 plays. The second one being a 63-yard scoring strike from Labossiere to Klein. They stack them up here on the near side. Green Wave D calling, looking for a power right, and that's what they do. They go diving right, but they stop them.
They do a lot of weak side running, Sean, which tells you that they don't have the power to run. And what I mean by weak side, they have everything stacked to the left side. They have obviously 3 guys kind of stacked at the wings back here side, but they still run to the opposite side, trying to get the defense to overload on that power on that side. They're going to be booting the ball here.
That's exactly right, Kevin. And the Green Wave coaches that scouted that out, you could hear them saying that it's going to be power right. And sure enough, they put a man in motion to the right as a lead blocker, but all for naught.
Well, the Green Wave always has great success on their punt return, Sean, when when they're playing a team they haven't played for a while.
That's
See
right.
what happens here.
Wide stance on the line of scrimmage from the Sachems. A lot of separation. Big rush. Ball gets away, coming down towards Klein at the 20 and rolling. Doesn't matter if it hits him. Ball's at the 10.
I don't think it hit him, but
Doesn't matter if it hits.
I know it does. The only thing that matters is like if the Green Wave player tries to pick it up and fumbles it, then it's not a
Once
thing.
it's on the ground, fine.
Right. But he's got to throw his bag to indicate that it did.
Ball's on the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Abington.
You know how those overzealous Green Wave fans are, Sean. So Green Wave gets the ball deep in their own end.
Well, it just sets up a good 90-yard drive.
Exactly. Pads the stats.
Want to send a shout out and remind you that the John Favor Memorial Dance will be held on Saturday, November 3rd at the Abington KFC. Tickets are available at the door. Starts at 7 o'clock. It's a great night, a great scholarship. We'll get back to that and hopefully mention that a few times tonight. John's number 24 is retired by the Green Wave. 1st and 10 for Abington. Looking to throw no, it's a handoff left side. Leary breaks it left.
Leary showing some speed.
Leary over to 30. Leary to 35 down to the 37-yard line.
Showing the wheels.
Colin Leary with a nice burst of speed from the 10 up to the 37.
Nice job. Totally faked out the announcer up here.
Sure did.
Green Wave quickly gets out of trouble. Gets to the, 36-yard line? 37?
Colin was just leaving guys in the dust behind him there. Nice breakaway run.
Is he adopted?
His father, Clem, is up to our left here in the press booth. He helps out with the public address and spotting.
That was just a joke.
1st and 10. Eye backfield behind Labossiere. Labossiere looking to throw. Looking for Schmidt. Puts it up in the air. He's got double coverage. Schmidt looking for it, though, and he caught it! Schmidt caught it!
He caught
behind the other guy's back!
Unbelievable
The
catch.
19-yard line.
Holy cow! How did he do that?
He literally, I think, reached around the back of the defender, caught it one hand, and sucked it into his stomach.
That is unbelievable. There's 4 kids back there for Middleboro.
What a grab by Seamus Schmidt.
he caught
They're
that
marking
ball.
at the 20-yard line.
Well, it's going to take Wakeland's waiting for to get the.
Pass interference. The reception is good. First down.
Wow, that was impressive. I mean, he literally. I don't know how he even saw it.
We're waiting for the stakes to get down. They had to wait for the call to be
Official.
first and 10 at the 20. All right, we're ready at the 20-yard line. They're setting up the stakes. Labossiere has got Costa Retsos in the backfield along with Klein. They give to Costa right up the middle. Nothing doing there. Good stop there by the Sachem defense. 2:40 on the clock and rolling. First quarter.
Green Wave up 6-0.
Sean Riley, Kevin Whalen, and Steve Johnson bringing this Abington Greenway football action.
I think one of the things that Green Wave definitely has done so far, Sean, is when they've gotten deep, they've usually scored. They've done a good job of taking advantage of doing a long job, exactly, having a long drive and finishing it off.
For a man in motion they give. Cutting it back is Klein. Klein inside the 15-yard line.
Picks up 5.
Bring up third down for the Green Wave at the 15, 3rd and 5.
Oh, that really kills his average.
2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Abington up 6-0. This is their second possession. A couple of big bombs thrown in the air by Labossiere. First one for a touchdown on the second play of the game, 63-yarder. And then we just saw that one to Seamus Schmidt from the 37 all the way of Abington down to the 20-yard line of Middleboro. Third down. Retsos in the backfield. They put Klein in motion. They fake it, looking to throw, looking for Seamus in the back of the end zone.
Got some room.
But Labossiere's got time and room. Gets the first down.
Nice job. First down inside the 10. A little deke fake there, too. Kept the outside defender honest there as he deked in. The guy bid on it, and that allowed him to pop it outside and get the extra yardage for the first down. Nice job by Christian Labossiere.
Gets it down to the 8. Be first and goal.
If that didn't happen, Sean, I just totally made it up. First and goal for the Green Wave.
Klein and Retsos, number 4 and number 3. In the backfield, Klein with the ball, cuts it back inside the right tackle.
Touchdown, man of Muskegon!
An 8-yard touchdown pass, and Klein is his second touchdown of the game. This one on the ground. On a nice 90-yard drive by Abington.
Nice job, spectacular catch, capped off by a spectacular catch by Seamus Schmidt.
Say that 3 times fast.
I know. It's not as bad as Josh Russell.
Right. That was a 43-yard pass to Seamus, which was, again, an excellent grab by Schmidt.
I still don't know how he, literally his hand was behind the kid, and I don't know how he even saw it.
Seamus was out for a couple of games with an injury, so we're always very happy to have him back as another weapon. And the lineup for the conversion attempt. Green Wave have struggled with the conversions attempt thus far in the season.
Yeah, they need it to be like, a 20-yarder.
Klein behind Spry in the backfield. They pitch to Klein. Klein with some blockers in front of him, and he walks in.
Walks in easy enough, yep. So, PAT!
But Klein's got all of them, all the points, making it 14-0 here with 1:16 left to go on the clock.
Green Wave got a good push, even though the Middleboro had kind of strung that PAT out, Sean.
116.
Even though the Middleboro had got a good push on that, I mean a good, they were stringing it out pretty good. Green Wave got a good push, so by the time they got out to the outside there, it was just a walk in the park there for number 4 for the Green Wave, Will Klein.
All right, we're just adjusting the scoreboard clock. 1:16 left on the clock here. We're going to be kicking off once again.
Back deep is number 15, Hogan.
Let's see if, I was going to say, let's see if Wakeland can keep up with this drive, but so far he's having a little more difficulty when Abington's got the ball.
Well, he held out this year, so it's, he missed all of camp.
We have an injury on the chain gang crew right now, too. Jamie Curtin's been out with a bad knee. Got to get him back. All right, Green Wave, tee it up once again at the 40, going left to right across your television screen. Line drive, buzzes down inside
wow.
the 20, bounces down to the 5, picked up at the 2. And here comes Hogan over the 15 and steps out
Nice
at about the
job.
17.
Good pursuit by the Green Wave. Number 5, Rosa, and number 21, Tassone.
Very good.
Mid-season form, Sean.
So Middleboro with 1:11 left on the clock here will get a fresh set of downs here on their own 17-yard line. The cheerleaders are not here today because of the change in the time and day of the game, and it's homecoming night, so a lot of them are getting ready for the dance that starts at 7. Here we go.
You know, they didn't want to do all those push-ups today, Sean.
Yeah.
You know, and getting ready for today.
Shotgun with trips right. Single wide out to the near side. Hogan takes it, tries to break right. Costa Redsfield comes up on him, nice job, and then he gets taken down at about the 20-yard line.
Lions in there as well. I don't know who else made the tackle out there, but
Tassone out there helping out.
Tassone, 21 for the Green Wave.
Schmidt. Pick up about 3. We'll bring up 2nd down and 7, right at the 20-yard line.
I want to wish my mother a happy 86th birthday today, Sean.
Really, happy birthday, Mrs. Whalen. Thank you for sharing your son with us. Your son, Sean, not Kevin.
2nd and 7.
Handoff. Oh, there's Cole right there, the big man. Jeray Cole gave him a bear hug and brought him to the ground for a loss of play.
Yep, loss of a couple.
Bring up 3rd and a long 10 now. Back at the 17. Nice job by Jeray.
Well, I would definitely key on Hogan. I would, have somebody like 4 or 5 yards back off the line of scrimmage, because they're not going to. And that's the end of the first quarter here. But they're not going to. The only 2 or 3 plays that they've had work is Hogan just running the ball.
Yeah.
So for the Green Wave, I think you really need to have somebody not over. You can't overcommit on the pressure coming up, and you just need to really look for him, because you don't want him to get 10 yards here.
Want to send a shout out and a thank you to all of our 2018 fall athletics sponsors. Cream Ice Cream on Route 18, Health Express, Amos A. Phelps & Son, Abington Depot Restaurant, Giardino's Restaurant, McDonough Insurance Agency, Mia Ragazza, Truvant Real Estate, Sorrel Bar and Grill, Lindo Realty Group, Bemis Drug, Quincy Memorials, Cairo Associates, Old Town Real Estate, Abington Dairy Queen, The Polish Club, Deanne's Restaurant, Quayle Funeral Home, and Glen Isle Point, Inc.
So no South Shore Country Club?
No South Shore Country
you didn't
Club.
Get the check?
We didn't get the check.
You didn't get the check?
If you know anybody who works over at South Shore Country Club.
Oh, it's a great course.
Where are you working now, Kevin?
I work at South Shore Country.
Oh, really? Jeez. You're, what, a director?
A shameless plug.
Director, right?
I'm the director.
Over in Hingham?
That's
fine.
Right. It's a fine course, a great community, enjoying it over there the last couple of months. So
we had the Chris Wells and Frankie Ahern Memorial Scholarship Golf Tournament there. They were great hosts.
And it's kind of interesting. The golf superintendent is Jake Silva, who was the son of longtime Marshfield football coach Lou Silva.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 3rd and 10 with the ball marked at the 17. Shotgun formation, handoff.
Wow,
And
Gabe Spry a little rodeo move there by Gabe Spry.
Gabe Spry
hard tying him up.
I'll give you 2, but I'm not giving you 10.
Exactly. Nice job there. I think they're all shocked that Hogan didn't keep the ball there.
Yeah, I am. So the ball is marked at about the 19.
I will say, though, if Gabe Spry didn't catch him, it was pretty open over there. So a little bit of trying to confuse the Green Wave, but Gabe Spry was up to the task.
Good snap. Punt, nice high, booming punt. Going to Seamus Schmidt over at the 40. Whoop, drops the ball. Looking for it, picks it up, and then gets tackled at the 37-yard line.
That's a nice rebound there by Seamus Schmidt after dropping that ball. Wow, that is a huge kick, though.
Great kick.
That kid's got a leg.
I want to welcome Superintendent of Schools Peter Schaefer into the press booth today.
Peter Schaefer.
Yeah, he's looking out his office window, sees a great game. Peter's been a great supporter of the athletic programs at Abington High School, the music programs, the drama. In fact, got to mention the Laramie project. Abington High School Drama is going to be putting on. Information is coming out right now. It's going to be a great show if you ever seen any of the drama shows. This one, though, however, will be any kids 14 or under have to be accompanied by a parent due to the subject matter. It is a great story, and I urge you all to attend. We'll have more information about that.
Steve Shanahan, who does the program there, does a great job for the Greenway for Abington. A true treasure to the town.
Shotgun for Labossiere at the 36. Handoff coming this way to Leary. Leary cuts it back. Has to be a little more gingerly on the with the loose turf. Gets it up to about the 40.
He picks up about 4 on the play. Good blocking up front. Nice first down there for the Greenway. Positive yardage. Well, I want to congratulate Abington getting an award as well for
the Blue Ribbon.
The Blue Ribbon Award. So congratulations to all the staff at all the levels. It's a great job, great work.
2nd and 6. We'll talk a lot more about that.
It's offsides.
Klein goes in motion. Klein, with Leary in front of him, cuts it up. Klein spins
He's got the first.
Still and on his feet up to the 49-yard line.
Yeah, nice job.
Yeah, the Abington High School received a Blue Ribbon of Excellence from the federal government. In fact, Superintendent Schaefer is flying down to Washington, D.C. to receive the award from the Department of Education. And that just shows all of the commitment of the staff at the high school, the administration, and the students, showing great improvement on their test scores. So Abington's only one of, I believe, 2 schools in Massachusetts that received the federal Blue Ribbon award. So congratulations, Abington High School.
Absolutely, all staff, great job.
1st and 10. Labossiere fakes the handoff. He's looking to throw. He puts it up in the air.
He's
looking for Klein down the middle. Oh! It just falls incomplete. Klein with a dive at the end there. Labossiere again throwing a really nice ball.
He's throwing from the 40, and that's all the way down to about the 15-yard line. That's a toss across the field.
So it'll bring up 2nd down. The shadow is now onto the far sideline, but Middleboro players and fans are still staring at the sun.
So we've got 9:13 remaining in this first half.
14-0 Green Wave. All the scoring right now by Will Klein, with the help, of course, from his teammates. It's nice the parents hung some banners up on the near side of the field. You can't see them on TV, but all of the seniors, senior cheerleaders, and senior football players have nice banners representing each one of them. Handoff left side, nothing doing there. Middleboro trying to rip the ball out.
Costa, so he had nowhere to go. Good pressure there by the Middleboro.
And a good job by Costa holding on to the ball.
Yeah, they were doing a little ball hawking there.
They call it a loss of 1 with just under 9 minutes to go in the first half.
So as you're saying, next week down Cohasset's a big game?
Huge game. That is a South Shore League small divisional game. Abington victorious over Hull, lost by 1 to Mashpee, so we'd like to beat Cohasset to have a good record walking into the playoffs. 3rd down. Looking to throw is Labossiere. He's looking for Auguste. Pump fakes, going with the chair pattern, and just overthrow him. Boy, that was a lightning bolt he just fired at him.
That's a tough throw. It's like on the run there. But he had a lot on it, considering running to his left.
Colby did a little down and out, and they pump faked it to see if they could get the cornerback to bite. The safety did a good job, though, covering over the top as Colby was open for a brief second, but that was going to be a tough connection. Ball's incomplete.
Looks like Green Wave might punt for the first time here tonight, Sean.
Ball at the 48. And it's 4th and 11.
Labossiere back to kick for the Green Wave.
Number 44 back deep.
Ryan Plosky.
High kick, gonna come down about the 23, bounces, and they leave it alone. Green Wave are just gonna let it stop dead at about the 15, 16-yard line. Nice kick.
Yeah, that's about a 36-yard kick for the Green Wave. Nice job, no return. Even better, pins them back deep.
So
8-12 left to go in the second quarter.
So when did Kel win his 200th game, Sean?
I have to pull out my book, I'll tell you.
You have a book of that?
I have a spreadsheet.
I'm kind of disappointed. I thought you know that off the top of your head.
I should, but it's been a long day.
Yeah.
Ball's on the Middleboro 15-yard line.
It's going to be getting close to the big 3-0-0, right?
I hope so. Shotgun again for Hogan. Hogan, hands off. No, keeps the ball, dives left, runs into Gabe Spry, though. And most people don't go very far when that happens.
Nice job by Gabe Spry. A little help in there as well from, might have been Magararu as well. Yeah,
Number 50.
As we were saying earlier, the first couple of things, the read option is kind of, is one of those things. The defense, it just takes a while for them to kind of, actually see it and see the rhythm of it. And Green Wave definitely seems to be on it as far as it's not really fooling them at all.
Second down for Middleboro. Shotgun. Again, I think we'll be saying that all game. It's going to be just a quarterback sweep here, trying to follow his blockers, and they throw a flag. Yeah. Lyons was trying to get around the end, and he was getting held up in the yellow laundry on the field.
And Mr. Broomstein, I think, helped him out there.
Yes.
With that call. So, yeah, that was pretty egregious on Lyons. Green Wave is obviously going to take that, as it would result in a first down. So the Green Wave will take that. It's going to go back 10 yards. So it's going to be about second in about, I would say, probably about, 13 or so, 14. Because it's from the spot. It's a spot foul.
Referee Hine is talking to the Abington coaches. They are going to mark it off from the 22. Be at the end. All right, so they move him back to the 12.
So it's going to be second and about 15 here for the 14-15 for the Shakums.
All right, here we go. Second and about, 13, 14. Rolling left is Hogan, throws across the body. He had a man open there at the 25-yard line. Intended receiver was number 11, Brandon Biot.
Gabe Spry once again putting pressure on Hogan. He had to unload that ball. Third and 15 here, and that's the thing. It's tough for them if they don't have positive yardage on every single play for them to do anything. And the real weapon is obviously Hogan and running. And if they don't get positive yardage, then he's not going to get 15 yards every play. So puts them in a little tough spot.
Third and long for the Sachems. I was almost going to say Cobras again also.
See you, Pete. Good to see you.
Yeah, they break their huddle. They send three wideouts to the far side, one to the near side. Hogan in the shotgun with a blocking back to his right. Looking to throw. Puts across the middle,
Nice
connects.
job.
Connects, gets it up. Number 7 gets a first down and more. Still on his feet, up to the 35.
Kobe Augusta, number 2, brought him down, but big first down play there for the
Zach Schifino on the reception.
Middleboro Shakums.
Good zip on the ball there by Hogan. So that'll move the line of scrimmage out to the 33-yard line. Be first and 10 with just under 7 minutes to go in the first half. Similar lineup now with 3 on the near side.
This would be a good drive if they can get something going here, Sean, starting way back around there at 10.
Hogan looking to throw, looking down the middle, puts it up, going deep. Just in and out of the intended receiver's hands. That was Brandon Biot once again. I think he got a little flummoxed by the safety coming up and going up after the ball.
Yeah, Kobe Augusta misjudged that a little bit, kind of came underneath that play and kind of dove a little early, but it might have been enough to break it up. So good job by them.
Seamus Schmidt checks in for Abington. Leary takes a breather. 6:36 left to go on the clock. Second quarter. 14-0 Green Wave lead.
So it looks like they're abandoning the running game here totally, Sean, and going to the passing, going to the air.
Well, let's see if Green Wave can get an interception here with 2nd and 10 now at the 33. Hogan looking to throw. Well, big pressure by Broomstein.
He's going, he's off.
Christopher had a handle on him. Now Spry gets him.
He's not getting away from Spry.
And then taken down at the 40-yard line.
And good help by Landers as well to finish it off.
Broomstein, Christopher, Spry, Landers.
Well, Hogan did a great job just to make that, positive yardage. That was a 7-yard, 8-yard pickup there. And
Yeah.
he was 5 or 6 yards deep and behind the line of scrimmage. So nice job of him breaking that. And I'll tell you, Spry was the one that saved that first down. So nice job by Gabe Spry, number 42 for the Green Wave.
Whistles on the field. Timeout being called by Middleboro. I want to mention once again the Laramie Project show. It's a great show. Again, Steve Shannon and the Abington Drama will be putting it on. The dates are November 1st and November 2nd. I believe that's a Thursday and Friday night. The show times is 7:30 p.m. More information is coming out from Abington High School via the emails, or you can always call the high school at 982-2160 or talk to any Abington High School student. With the beautiful new auditorium, these shows are just outstanding. The acoustics, nice soft chairs, a little air conditioning, and the talent of the high school kids is just amazing.
It's a well-appointed theater, Sean.
What'd you say there?
It's a well-appointed theater.
3rd down and 2 at the 41. Let's see if he keeps it here, Hogan. He does. Looking for a hole up the middle.
Ooh.
Puts his head down, and
He didn't get that. He did not get it. He's going to be about a half yard short. Nice job. And that was Landers that came up and met him, I think.
Yeah, Landers and Broomstein on
They
it.
just big collision there.
It's going to be hard to run through those two guys. So 4th and a long one now at the 42.
Yeah, it's good job by the Green Wave. I think they try to do the same thing again here, Sean. 4th and 1. Where they place that ball, that looks like it's a long one, too.
Yeah.
It does not look like a...
You got to think Hogan's going to keep it.
I would definitely make you putt that, Sean, at South Shore Country Club if you had it.
All right, they try to spread it out. They put 3 on the near side, 2 on the far side. Look for Hogan to just tuck it and run it. He does. Oh, the Green Wave smelled out.
Oh,
Who
boy.
won? Mike Broomstein.
Holy cow.
And Magararu helping out, putting the frosting on the cake, but Broomstein was in the backfield.
Wow.
Took him for a loss. Wow.
I never realized it was that
block.
quick. Yeah, like 3 guys in there. It's like
Nice job.
The center must have snapped that early or something because they were all in there.
Abington now will take the ball at the Sachem 40. 1st and 10 Green Wave going the other way. We're heading towards Brookfield Road.
Brookfield Road.
Labossiere now checking into the huddle as the play selection from offensive coordinator Ed Riley. Want to send a shout out to Jack McGuire, who's here visiting, along with Mr. Kelleher. Where are they? Just looking for him in the crowd. Justin Kelleher. Labossiere sending a couple last-minute instructions to his teammates. Looking to throw. Labossiere going down in the corner. Oh, he's going to be
wide open.
And this ball is incomplete. Intended receiver was Murphy. It turned around a bit down at the 5. But wow, I don't know what that route was, but he was wide open there. Tough break for Justin. They bring up 2nd down. I like this. Justin gets right back in the huddle. Attaboy.
Justin Murphy, 7-11. He's always open.
That's awesome.
Wow, he was
Those,
wide open. It's like nobody was even close.
Sometimes those are the
Those
toughest
are
ones
always
to
the
catch,
toughest.
right? When
There's
you're
a lot.
open that far.
It's like you can't believe there's nobody around you.
Exactly.
Oh, it's a tough play.
So we'll do a Taylor Swift and shake it off. 2nd and 10.
Wow.
Pitch. Looks like Larry with some blockers in front of him. Larry turned it up. Larry trying to get the sideline. Turns it up and it's taken down just inside the 25.
Yep.
Nice job by Colin. Following his blocks as they developed along the left side.
Nice job there by the Green Wave. Really just a good wall of blockers and kind of just pushing Middleboro all the way down the field to pick up the 1st down.
Colin was doing what he could, too, not to outrun his blockers. He was just trying to follow him and got to the sideline.
I think he might have had a little groin. He got a little horse collar tackle there.
Yeah, just the way he slid down there, got his leg buckled under him.
Yeah.
So he's got to walk it off on the sideline. 1st and 10 now.
Kind of stretching out.
At the 22. 1 man in the backfield behind Labossiere. They put Klein in motion. They give it up to middle, Retzos. Nice job all the way down to the 17. Pick up about 5 very quickly. Costa Retzos, a junior running back.
Under 5 minutes. He's got wheels. He really runs low to the ground, too. I mean, like, you get a couple of guys that are like that. Gabe Spry's another one. This really just is like a steamroller. Just comes right at you.
Cedric Lucas Summers lined up on the right side wing. We got Seamus Schmidt out wide on the left side to give to Klein. Klein right side tries to pop it out. Now pop it in and then gets stood up.
That was a nice play by Biot.
Yep.
But Brandon Biot, number 11, just made a nice play there. Kind of the problem was there was somebody in between.
Yeah.
And Klein had to pick one way or the other, and Biot was on the other side of that block, and he was able to get around it. So nice job by Biot, making him commit to the outside and then able to kind of still have a good angle on him.
Good to see Colin Larry checking back in, as does Gabe Spry. 3:56 and rolling here in the first half. You know, one of the good things here with all these running backs agreement is really working on the juniors and seniors to not only be a good running back, but to be a good blocker for your teammate.
Right.
That's going to be critical if you want to get a lot of play time. Third down. Looking to throw.
It's good.
Labossiere turns it up. He'll be
coming back on a hold.
No, he's still on his feet. Gets it inside the 15. Yeah, it'll be a hold as Labossiere is trying to get around the corner. They were looking, I think, to throw to Seamus Schmidt, but he was double covered on the far side. Referee Hine goes meet his mates there at the end of the play. The ball got down. Holding on Abington is the call. Kevin was rude. The ball is at the 14-yard line, but the hold was back
at the 21 or 22. I think it's.
They got him standing at the 24 there with the flag. So you got to think they'll take the penalty. Otherwise, Abington's going to have the ball down at the 14.
You know, I don't.
Holding 10 yards from previous spot.
From the previous spot.
So that being the 17-yard line, it'll bring him back to about the 27. Should be.
I was going to say, because where the flag was, it wasn't really where the hole was, because the line, the line of scrimmage was up about the 18 or so. So it was just like about 2 or 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage. But nevertheless, the Green Wave dig a little hole for themselves. First time tonight. I mean, the Green Wave has done a good job after the first couple of games of the season of really playing clean, physical games and not really getting themselves into too much penalty trouble.
So it'll be 3rd and 15 at the 27-yard line. See if the Green Wave go to the air here. And who do they throw to? Augusta out wide to the far side. Klein coming out wide to the near side. That's Matty McGuire coming out wide on the near side. Shotgun for Labossiere. Looking to throw. Fakes
Screen.
it now going left.
With
Klein.
Klein.
Oh, look at all the blockers. Klein gets it down inside the 15-yard line. Going to be short of the first, though.
Wow.
Wow, there's a lot of green shirts right out in front of him. Good job by the Sachems.
That was a nice
crushing down on
it. That's a little different screen. I mean, usually, Green Wave in the past has done, the typical kind of halfback screen where the kind of like they let all the blockers through. That one was really a wide receiver where Klein is like outside the tackle box. They push up the line, kind of create a wall where he can kind of cut back in against the defense there. A nice job by the Green Wave. Good execution to make it 4th and 2.
4th and 2 with the ball just inside the 15-yard line. Oh, timeout call by Abington.
I was kind of surprised with that lineup, Sean, because with the Green Wave being in a, kind of in a shotgun, I think usually the Green Wave on its 4th and 2 would definitely be like, hey, we're running at you.
Right.
With a shotgun, it's kind of more like we're going to be throwing the ball. So 2:26 remaining in this first half. Green Wave up 14-0 on homecoming weekend.
A good first half of the Green Wave thus far. Want to send a shout out to our Abington Green Wave cheerleaders, although they're not here tonight. It's Lindsay Augusta, Lily Clifford, Elizabeth Campbell, Olivia McGuire, Kristen Parks, Julia Wedge, Leah Kinnenberg, Kate Baxter, Jill Cabral, Carolyn Doherty, Kylie Zabrowski, Andrew Vasquez, Elena Magnasco, Kerry Cardinal, Emily Azell, Michaela Littman, Julie Washewski, Haven DeMambro, Emily Morrell, and our captains this year, Emma Coe and Shannon Snyder. And thanks to Coach McSherry for all the work that she does with the Green Wave cheerleading squad.
Great job by the Green Wave.
A reminder, next week, as Kevin mentioned earlier, we're heading down to Cohasset to take on the Skippers at Cohasset High School.
Well, this
is
also
huge game.
It's also the time of year where you only have like a few more soccer games left and cross-country meets and all those things before they head into the playoffs. So, it's a good opportunity for people to get out and see the different sporting events.
All right, 4th down, big 4th down here for the Green Wave. They got Klein lining up behind Spry in the backfield. Oh, with Magararu in the backfield also. 2 blocking backs behind, with Klein behind him. They give to Klein, right side
got
dive,
it.
first down inside the 10.
Yeah, nice 4-yard pickup, 3-yard pickup on that. Good job by the Green Wave.
That'll make it first and goal now with 2:21.
Well, I knew, Sean, when I saw that that they were in the shotgun, I'm like, that's not how they play usually. If it's 4th and short, they're definitely going to be running it.
And when you bring Magararu in there as that extra blocking back, you know you're looking to pound.
Just a great push by the offensive line and the guys they brought in to block there as well.
First and goal, Green Wave from the Patrons.
Want to congratulate our homecoming king and queen in the court who were announced prior to the game. The whole school will be celebrating tonight at the homecoming dance.
I lost out again.
Yeah, sorry, Kev, short straw. Clock is rolling, just under 2 minutes to go now. First and goal, the ball at the 9-yard line. Augusta out wide to the far side. Labossiere now under center. Puts Leary in motion to give it underneath to Klein. Klein spins, Klein inside the 5. Klein still spinning.
He's touchdown!
Backwards.
Man of Muskegon! Nice job by Will Klein. Great blocking up front.
9-yard run by Klein. Little inside counter play. And Klein is on the board once again.
Nice job by Will
1:42 to
Klein.
go.
Like I said, great blocking up front as well. The counter play there works to perfection. The Green Wave looks like they're doing the
Swinging gate.
swinging gate once again.
Well, they have multiple plays that work off of this, where they might just shift everybody back over for the typical line of scrimmage, or they might keep them right where they are. Looks like they're just moving the ball over because of the mud.
So number 32 for the Green Wave is there to kick for Tommy Fanara.
Yep. And Augusta's going to hold. Now they're going to shift over and line up. Fanara, the left-footed kicker. Ball's down,
That's
kick
good.
is up. And Fanara puts it through.
That's good. So nice job by Fanara. And that's not optimum conditions down there. I'm sure it's pretty muddy down there. So nice job by the Green Wave executing that. Makes it 21-0 for the Green Wave.
You know, the early game here gives the Green Wave coaches the opportunity to do some scouting tonight, too, at the 7 o'clock games. So I'm sure they'll be down there doing that.
Oh, I thought it would give them time to spend more time with their families, Sean.
As they scout other teams, yes.
So always working. People don't realize how much energy and time the coaches put into these things, and
It is
obviously
amazing.
it's the kids do appreciate it. As we see kids come back year after year, and not only coach to help coach, but also to root on the team. So it's really a tradition that the Green Wave does have. But all sports, all the coaches do such a great job of, and people don't realize the commitment and time and energy that they put into it.
And those coaches are Jim Kelleher in his 45th year, Ed Riley and Jim Daly, Scott Pfeiffer and Jack Malafronte down there for the Green Wave. Varsity. Then, of course, our freshman coaches are Tom Shepard, Bella Kabongo, Tim O'Brien, Keith Faxon, and Kalonji Kabongo. And if you recognize any of those last names, Shepard, Kabongo, O'Brien, Faxon, because you've been watching Green Wave football, they all come from that. Mr. Tom Shepard is the father of Kyle Shepard. And then, of course, Bella, Tim O'Brien, Keith Faxon, and Kalonji all played for the Green Wave, as did Jack Malafronte and Ed Riley. Here's the kick. End over end, trying to kick a short kick. It bounces it to 25 and then picked up by the Sachems. Quick return up the middle.
Seamus doing a nice job down there. You got them at Tassoni. I think we called that earlier.
Yep.
Didn't we? Schmidt and Tassoni on the special teams once again.
Scottish and an Italian kid. I'm guessing he's Scottish. I don't know.
Seamus Schmidt sounds German though, doesn't it?
Good. That's right. You're right. My bad.
The Scottish German. It's a thing though, Sean. It is a thing.
1:36 to go in the first half. Here comes Middleboro at their own 37 with a shotgun. It's a keeper by the quarterback, Hogan, on the left side. Gets hit by, let's say, 54, I believe, Landers.
With great pressure once again, pushing people back up. I mean, he's 4 yards deep into the backfield. He's
Rosa
just having a
on
heck
that
of a
too.
game. He's having a heck of a game there. Rose, a nice job again. He just has a motor there, number 5 for the Green Wave. Keeps on going. I think this is the time when, he's actually better. Sean, as the game goes on, you bring him in kind of in the second quarter like this, or even later in the game, and because his quickness,
With the speed, yeah.
speed and quickness definitely kind of can take over.
Especially as the Middleboro linemen might start to get tired in the second half. If guys like Rosa and Lyons, the quick guys, can really do some damage. They send 3 wideouts to the near side. The shotgun handoff over the right side, but he's going to be hit right away by Brimstein, number 70.
Sam Rondeau with the carry picks up no yardage there. Broomstein's having a heck of a game.
I was just going to say, Michael Broomstein is now in charge of the interior line. Hands down. Coming down to 30 seconds and rolling with a 3rd down and 7 for the Sachems. This will likely be their last play as the clock's now rolling under 20 seconds.
Think they'd air it out?
Well, we'll see. With 12 seconds, 11 seconds.
Well, they might get one more.
Hogan keeps it.
Definitely.
Left side. Has to get around Schmidt.
Whoa,
It's
not
upended.
Schmidt doing a nice job of shedding the block and getting in there and stopping
That was
him.
Rosa on the tackle,
And
I believe that.
That ensures that the play is going to end the first half. So the Green Wave having a great first half, 21-0 here. It was the Will Klein show on the first half and the Mike Broomstein on defense.
Certainly was. Good job by the Green Wave, starting up very quickly with 2 plays, capitalized by that 63-yard scoring pass from Labossiere to Klein. Then the next time they had the ball, oh, they're putting 3 more seconds on the clock. It is not the end of the half. Timeout called by Abington.
They called timeout?
Yeah, but
So it's going to be 4th down, 4th and 3 here. Green Wave, see if they can get one more shot, see if they're going to kick
wait a
it.
minute. No.
Yeah,
Why would-
it's going to be 4th down.
Well, who called timeout?
I don't know. Well, I think they're saying that the clock was, maybe he was out of bounds. No, he wasn't out of bounds. I don't
No,
know.
they said timeout Abington, but why would you stop the clock? Because the 4th down play is going to roll out the clock the last
No,
3
but
seconds.
they got a
Oh, no, here they are. They're
yeah,
saying
they can-
Middleboro did.
Oh. Why-
Middleboro called timeout.
Oh, okay.
that's
That
it.
makes sense. They can, because they can call a timeout here and get the ball, throw it in the air, maybe get lucky and score a touchdown before the half. I couldn't imagine, the Green Wave calling a timeout
Yeah,
to get the ball back because 21-0 here at this point. It's plus you're getting the ball back in the second half.
Well, it doesn't make sense because they still have to run a play,
Right.
Middleboro, with 3 seconds, which would have taken all the time off the clock. But here we go, anyhow. But let's finish recapping the
We
score.
just have trouble ending halves here, Sean, the
Yes,
last
we
couple
do.
of games.
The second touchdown after the first one was the pass to Klein, 63 yards. The second one was an 8-yard rush by Klein, capping off a 90-yard drive. Klein then had the PAT rush to make it 14-0. Then after Abington got the ball, the 3rd time they had to punt, but the 4th time they got it, they once again hit pay dirt with a 9-yard touchdown run by Klein, a short 40-yard drive. Made it 21-0 after Fanara put it through the uprights. And that's where we stand right now with 3 seconds left on the clock here in the first half. Hogan's going to send 4 guys out to the near side, 1 to the far side. Abington needs another defender
think
over
they're-
here, but I think they just
I
might be
think
keen on Hogan.
they're just trying to.
Hogan looking to throw. He's under a lot of pressure, though. And oh, he puts it up. It's picked off. It's picked off.
It's Leary.
Leary,
Number 22.
senior.
Touchdown, man, Muskegon.
A 38-yard interception return.
I haven't seen anything that crazy since Kanye West in the White House.
38-yard touchdown pass. Sorry, touchdown interception return by Colin Leary in
wow.
the last play of the first half.
That's crazy. Well, you got to be careful what you wish for, Sean.
I guess so.
Yeah, we saw Hull last week kind of take a knee for a lot of the at the end of the game, and Middleboro's wishing, of course, that they did that right now. Wow.
Wow.
Hogan just trying to make something happen there. And the thing is, he should have just gone down because the half would have been over. And
Yeah.
But just trying to make something happen, and unfortunately for him, number 22 there for the Green Wave had some wheels and was able to get it in.
Yeah, somebody tipped that. It went off of someone, and Leary grabbed it out of the air and just sprinted to pay dirt. Good job by Colin Leary. Look, awaiting the kick here. And it is through.
Mr. Automatic.
Fanara.
And that's the end of the first half. Green Wave 28.
Well, we got a proud parent up here in the press box,
Oh.
making a 28-0 lead here at the halftime. We will take a break, give our cameraman a well-deserved break. We will be back with another 22 minutes of Green Wave football after the halftime festivities. We will see you in a blink of an eye.
Did he stop? And we're back with second half action. Green Wave up 28-0, scoring an exciting interception touchdown score at the end of the first half. And the Green Wave pick it up at the 20-yard line. That's Retsos.
Retsos turning the corner. Gets tackled at the 33-yard line. Good tackle there by number 11, Brandon Bjork, because if he didn't get him, Retsos had a lot of sideline ahead of him.
Bjork's had a good game for Middleboro tonight. So Green Wave, as you're saying, scored obviously on the end of that first half there. An exciting play by the Green Wave, making it 28-0. Green Wave dominating here today.
So the ball is marked at the Abington 34-yard line. First and 10, 28-0 lead. Here with the first play of the second half. Shotgun for Labossiere. Labossiere gives it to Leary, right side, cuts it back. Leary goes around the right end. No, he gets hit from behind, tackled from behind.
Number 65.
Yep. Peter Colagero. Let's see if Nagel butchers that name.
Leary on the carry for the Green Wave, brought down by the station. Number 65, Peter Colagero.
No, yeah, he did.
He butchered the name.
He did butcher it, but you know.
Flag called, dead ball foul.
Oh.
Abington penalty. I think I know who
Oh, really? I didn't see it.
earned that flag.
It's 15 yards. Coaches won't be happy about that. Well, I think I know, too, based on who he's talking to, so.
So it moves the Green Wave back.
Yeah, that's makes it 2nd and 25. You lose the down as well. Well, I think, part of that is, too, Sean, with that flag, it's like you're 28-0.
Celebrating the penalty.
28, when it's 28-0, the refs want to make sure it doesn't get out of hand, so
right.
It's a good job to make sure they maintain control.
Schmidt with the ball. Oh, gets good coverage there on the D. Was that the same number 65? Nope.
It was
5-0, I believe. Let's see.
It's 5'8", 58 there for the Jacob Studley.
Well, it was a good play there.
Well, the Green Wave is going the wrong direction here.
Yeah, not a good start here.
No, not at all. So it's going to be about, they got 10, 20, 30 yards to go. 31.
The sun is now set far enough that the entire field is in the shadow, so that sun will not be an issue. The lights have been on since the beginning of the game. So here comes Labossiere.
3rd and 31 here for the Green Wave.
Labossiere has Redsoat standing with him. Shotgun, 2 wide outside side. He rolls right, steps up, throws it downfield in the middle towards Klein. He connects at the 40. Klein at the 50. Klein's going to break away. The 30, 20. He could go all
Touchdown, man of Muskegon. Wow. That's a little demoralizing. Definitely, that's a 88-yard bomb. Is that 80, 88, 86?
Went down on the 18. I think they were on the 18, I believe. Wakeland took up
well,
the
they
mistake.
they were actually.
No, they went down further.
They went 13.
13.
87 yards.
Wow.
Wow is right. They had good pressure, and the defense looked like they were making some progress there, but they just can't catch Superman Will Klein.
I tell you, though, what a throw by Labossiere. Rolling right, then stepping up inside some pressure, and then putting a nice lightning strike right down the middle of the field. Klein had guys behind him, in front of him, to the sides, but he was able to get right in that open area.
Well, there's one way to throw the football, Sean, and that's the right way. And the only other way is to just grip it and rip it, and that's what Labossiere did right there.
That was great commentary, Kev.
Thanks. What movie?
Kick is up and is no good in that attempt. What movie is that?
Tin Cup. Grip it and rip it.
Well, that's golf. I thought you were referring to it.
Well, I kind of used used it for. Well, we got the Water Boys are down there today. We got a new one there, Sean.
Who's that?
Right there, down at the 40-yard line, is Charlie Whalen.
Charlie Whalen.
Charlie Whalen, my nephew, the big 7-year-old.
Doing a heck of a job in the hydration control management team.
He's obviously, the low man on the totem pole because he's carrying all the water.
Well, you got to earn your keep, right?
He's got his Ben Attendee shirt on there, absolutely.
50-50 raffle.
He's all excited to be down there tonight.
Well, he picked a good game and brought the good weather.
For all of you that have bought a ticket, the number is 697-0387. Again, blue ticket, 697-0387. If you have that ticket, please come to the press box to receive your winning. Thank you.
87 yards in the air on that one. And, geez, Klein and Labossiere are just cranking up the stats there.
Now, were they just going back to pad the stats?
Yeah, I know, but I guess so.
You know? So the Green
But
Wave.
Fanara's going to kick now.
Number 30. 32 for the Green Wave will be.
The lefty puts it up. Nice kick coming down.
Good high kick.
Bounces and grab now at the 15-yard line.
Whoops. He's got some room here.
Right up the middle and then tackled by...
That was Fanara with the
Was it
tackle.
Fanara? It was Fanara, the kicker on the tackle. Nice job.
Up to the 41. The penalty looks like the Green Wave was offsides as well.
So Satan's in a pretty good field position. We'll see.
I think they'll probably add this to the end of the run, don't you think?
I would think.
Yeah.
Ran it back to the 41-yard line.
So that gives them
All right.
great field position, the best field position they've had all night.
To the 46-yard line. 9:17 on the clock.
It's going to be first and from the 46 now.
All right, Green Wave defense on the field. They're still getting the stakes ready over there on the far side.
Yeah, they're like not in mid-season form tonight, John.
No, they're going to mark it really at the 47-yard line.
Even though the ball is, now he moves it to the 47.
The game of inches or yards.
Or whatever.
Yeah. All right. Hogan looking for his man to throw to. Steps up now, gets some pressure.
Rosa.
Straight arm and puts it up.
Caught that.
Let's see, is that incomplete or did he catch that? He
Caught
caught
that.
it. No,
No,
it's incomplete.
I don't know. I thought he caught it.
Good effort. He dove for the ball. You know, kudos to Hogan looking downfield, keeping his head up, using the stiff arm. Some thought it might have been a face mask against the defender, but just a good straight arm.
So 2nd and 10, and Brewstein was obviously double teamed up there in the middle, and you know, it gives Roser a little bit of opportunity to kind of come in and chase Hogan out of the pocket there. He's able to look upfield though and get the ball down there. I don't know, when it's 34-0, I thought that was a catch.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
If it was, you know, 7-7, I might have a different opinion.
2nd and 10. Shotgun. Looking to throw. Get some pressure. He's going to be taken
Sean
down.
Landis
Back
with the
to
tackle.
37. Landis not giving up, just playing to the whistle and taking down the quarterback. Good coverage downfield once again, though. We've seen some pretty good coverage by Abington the last couple of games. And really, unfortunately for Hogan, hasn't had a lot of open receivers. And what do we got?
No, I was just
Looking at your nephew?
he's funny. He's just
3rd down, the ball marked at the 37. They got to get it to the Abington 43 for the first down. So what do they got? 3rd and 21 here. Looking to throw. Hogan. Oh, he just threw it behind the intended receiver was number 7. That's Zach Schifino. It'll bring up 4th down.
and they'll be kicking it. It's 4th and about 20 here, 21.
Line of scrimmage is now the 37. And who the Green Wave sending back? They got Colby Augusta, and Seamus Schmidt down about their own 25. Good end-over-end kick. It's going to bounce at the 30.
Yep.
And Schmidt gets it at the 25. Schmidt trying to make something happen. He's got a wall on this side.
Uh-oh.
He's got a one-man interruption. He turns it back and cut back across the green. Schmidt still on his feet
Oh,
at the
my
45.
goodness.
To the 50. Schmidt turning on the Jets. Still on his feet. Just evading tackles. Gets it all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Wow.
Wow. Seamus
Tell
Schmidt,
you-
110%.
Yeah, 53 for their team. John Galbranson. He definitely saved it because he was the only guy that was in behind the wall there, and he was able to kind of at least get him cutting back against the green because he would have gone for a touchdown otherwise. So.
And when the ball bounces on the punt, it kind of screws up the timing for the wall.
Yeah, and a great cut. I mean, Schmidt made the great cut there, and actually the two players from Middleboro took each other out on that play. Able to a great return. So Green Wave will be bringing in probably Clifford now. Labossiere is still out there, number 9.
Ball's at the 39-yard line with 7:51 to go here in the third quarter. Abington with great field position, thanks to Schmidt and the punt return team. One man in the backfield is Retzos. Put a man in motion to give the Retzos left side. Quick dive. Retzos churning and burning. Gets about 3 on the play.
Good interior play there by the Middleboro Sachems. Sachems.
I heard you. Ball at the 36. Looks like Augusta coming in. Colby Augusta going to be the quarterback now for the Green Wave. Timeout being called as they were
too many guys
adjusting the personnel for the Green Wave.
So Dylan Magararu, number 50, coming out of the game tonight.
Colby Augusta going to be the quarterback now for Abington. We'll see what they do with a 34-0 lead here early in the third quarter. This is kind of when it gets a little frustrating when you come in, second, third string, whatever you are. You want to throw the ball, you want to do your job, but with a 34-0 lead, no matter if you're first, second, or third,
you
got to dial it back a bit.
Exactly. Well, you got to, you're running the ball. That's what you're doing, and the other team knows you're running.
And off to Cedric Lucas Summers. Yeah, he had nothing doing. Got hit right after he grabbed the ball. Checking in for Abington now is at number 65, James Mahoney, and number 84, Matt D'Ambrosio.
Up comes number 53, Lyons. Number 7.
And Murph.
Justin Murphy.
3rd and 10 now. Clock rolling under 7 minutes. Early Friday night game here tonight because it's homecoming night. We were supposed to be playing last night at 7 o'clock on a Thursday night, but due to the rainstorm, it got moved to today. But because of the homecoming dance at 7 o'clock, we had to play the game at 4:30. For those of you keeping score at home. Matt Swan out wide to the far side. Eye backfield behind Augusta. Augusta gives quick hitter up the middle to Retzos. Retzos trying to get away from an ankle tackle, but gets taken down at about the 37.
It's going to bring up 4th down here for the Green Wave. 4th and about 7, maybe 8.
And Abington punt team's going to go out onto the field. See if we go coffin corner here, try to just drop the ball in the corner, let it go out of bounds, no return. Well, Middleboro, of course, would like a shot at a return. Labossiere will do the punting duties. Plosky, I believe, is back deep, standing at his own 5. Labossiere, nice high kick.
Wow. It's going to go over, way over, yeah.
Just landed in the end zone.
Wow.
Yeah, he got all of that one.
That was a good 45-yard kick.
And that'll put the ball at the 20-yard line with 5:30 on the clock.
Green Wave up 34-0 here. It's 5:30 remaining.
So we're talking to Steve Shannon at halftime about the Laramie project coming up. Again, the show is going to be at Abington High School Auditorium on Thursday and Friday, November 1st and November 2nd. Tickets available at the door, $7 for students, $10 for adults. It's a great show. It's a very thought-provoking show. They asked that kids under 14 be accompanied by an adult. It is about an incident that happened in Laramie. Well, Chris Nagel's mentioned it right now, a number of years ago. But it's not about the incident itself. It's about the aftermath and how people reacted and people learned and people talked. And it's just something that's, I invite you and urge you all to attend and support the drama program. kept by Hogan, goes around the left end.
Nice job of running there.
He does a great job running that.
He really does.
Option.
If he gets any space at all, he's really tough to bring down, running hard. Good ball player.
And as you said, it's interesting because when you're running the option like that, the quarterback can't look at the running back. He's looking at the defense and then deciding whether he's going to leave the ball in the hands of the running back or if he's going to pull it out and take it himself.
So it's really it's all on the quarterback to make the decision what he feels is going to be the best opportunity for the offense to get yardage there.
1st and 10.
And it works really well, I think, too, in short yardage situations, because it really keeps the defense guessing. It's very tough to defend if it's executed properly.
They do it again. He gives it away this time up the middle. Rosa in there.
Got 54 Landers is in there.
Dylan Magararu.
Magararu, Broomstein, of course. And number 74 was in on that pile. That is Michael Warden.
Big Mike. Ryan Westling, number 68, checks in, as does Matt McGuire, number 10, who will be playing the safety. Remind you, the John Favor Scholarship Dance.
November 3rd?
November 3rd, Saturday night, November 3rd, 7 o'clock at the KSC. Tickets available at the door. They have a nice raffle prize. Just a great night out. Just stop by the KSC on the 3rd of November. Looking to throw. Hogan puts it up in the air, throws into coverage. Nice reception at the 48-yard line. Crosses midfield and then knocked out of bounds.
Gets the first down there, and Rosa had good pressure on him.
Another well-thrown ball, though.
Yeah, that was well thrown downfield, too, so good job.
That was caught by Cam Rideout, who did a nice job. It'll be 1st and 10 now at the Greenway 45 with 4:07 on the third quarter clock. All right, the Sachems break their huddle. They send 3 wideouts to the near side, including Rideout. 1 to the far side. Hogan looking over the Abington D. Shotgun, looking to throw. Looking to left sideline, puts it up for the sideline, and it is caught at the 20-yard line.
Number 7, Zach
Schifino
with the catch.
Good ball. He kind of threw it behind them so that he knew Schifino had his eyes on him. He could step back and get it.
That was the intention, too. Schifino just kind of shed his defender and was able to come back. That's hard to defend because it's like you're running full speed downfield. All of a sudden, the guy puts the brakes on.
Yeah.
Nice bit of pitch and catch there by the Middleboro.
1st and 10 at the 19. Hogan looking to throw. Puts it across the middle, up a little bit too high, and falls incomplete.
Yeah. I think that's the one thing about, he has a good arm. Hogan does. It's a little, sometimes I think accuracy is a little bit of an issue, and it's like every kind of 3rd or 4th ball just seems to take off.
Well, I think we take a lot for granted here in Abington with our high school quarterbacks.
Yeah, we've had a great run.
Yeah, unbelievable. Dwyer, Paraxelis.
Yeah, going back, yeah.
Riley. My brother Ed Riley was a quarterback when he was here and having graduated.
I thought you were talking about your father. Your father was great.
Oh, yeah, he was class of 57 on the undefeated team in the year of 56. Here we go, 2nd down.
Eddie had just such a great supporting cast, Sean.
Ball across the middle. Oh, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, I believe.
Should have been a catch.
That was Perry on the intended reception.
Joey Sala on the
Sala.
Had it right the first time on the coverage, number 11.
Good job, Mr. Sala.
I'm surprised they wouldn't do a little bit of a run or something down here, Sean, too, because you're inside the 20 for the first time tonight. You could kind of mix it up and, maybe get something going, make it so it's not, a long pass. But
well, 3rd and 10 right now at the 19. Let's see what they do. They send the 3 wideouts to the near side. Hogan with a running back to his right. Looking to throw. Pumps it, throws it. Wow, Sala with almost a one-handed snag.
Wow. He had the mitt up there.
Yeah, he almost came down with that. It went out, right through the hands of the intended receiver, and then Sala was able to react so quickly, got a hand on the ball as it was kind of above and behind him.
He must have stick-em on those gloves. My goodness.
That was impressive.
Almost pulled that down.
Krasika is checking out for the Green Wave, number 29. So the ball to 19. It is 4th and 10. Middleboro lines up. Riondo, is the running back next to Hogan. Hogan looking to throw once again. Looking for Riondo. He's in the end zone. And it is
Touchdown.
Did he
Good
come
catch.
down with
Yeah,
it?
he came down
I
with
think
it.
he did. Wait, yes, it is a touchdown.
Great coverage,
19-yard
too.
pass with the wheel route.
Hey, number 23 had great coverage there. That was just a great catch, just nice throw by perfect throw, and he was in the mix there, and he was just able to come down with it. Nice job.
19-yard scoring pass from Brendan Hogan to Sam Riondo out of the backfield.
At the 3-minute mark here of the third quarter.
Middleboro will line up for the point after conversion. They're going to go for the PAT kick. Ball's down.
It's a
Kick
nice
is
kick.
through the
That's good.
uprights.
So this makes it 7. 34-7 here.
Biot with the kick. Brandon Biot.
I wonder if the relation, there used to be a big Biot family in Abington. Lou used to come to all the games.
Kevin. Yep. What a number.
Lou Biot.
Mr. Biot used to be a coach, I believe, for youth football years ago. All right, 3 minutes on the clock, 34-7 here in the third quarter. Klein with 4 touchdowns on the night, and
So who's the player of the game?
well, player of the first half was Klein. Leary with the big
catch.
the
and-
interception return in the last second.
Broomstein, Gabe Spry. I mean, all those guys have had a good game tonight as well.
Magararu was on fire at the end of the game.
Exactly. So there's been a lot of good play out there tonight. Could definitely give it to any number of the players, and well deserved. Now, what do they get for the player of the game?
Congratulations, slap on the back,
Oh, okay.
mentioning their
We
name.
used to get, like, we used to do some, some.
Lorena's?
Did MIAA, kind of step in there and
No, not at all. It's
No?
just, these kids just appreciate the kudos.
the kudos? Okay.
They want to win the game.
We used to do Subway and Lorena's.
Well, when you want to go around knocking on doors and getting gift certificates, we'll do it
That's
again.
all right, sure. Never mind. Hey, the slap in the back works for me.
All right, Middleboro will be kicking off now in the third quarter. High end over and kick, going to come down and collision right at the 15-yard line. Here come the Green Wave with the return. Ball's loose on the ground, still on the ground, getting knocked around and picked up by the safety of the 21. Is it Biot again?
It's Biot again.
Picked it up at the 21 and ran it down to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Wow. Don't see that very often.
No, you don't.
Ball will be marked at the 8 yard line.
You know what? They might be able to put a couple scores on within a few minutes here. A few seconds.
So the Middleboro offense back on the field with 2:44 on the third quarter clock.
It looks like they've got their defense out there, Sean.
Abington defense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gonna quash this quickly.
They got the first team out there.
Hogan again with the 3 wideouts to his left. Riondo in the backfield with him. He
He's
keeps
running.
it, trying to get right, but a lot of green
Nice.
shirts.
Nice job. Colin Leary came up. Little cheap shot there by number 70.
Lyons gets the tackle, but he said Leary did a good job stringing it out. Be a loss on the play of about 4.
Yeah,
back
good.
to the 12.
Nice job of the Green Wave kind of making him go outside. Leary coming up, everybody realizing that it was a strict run play. That's one of those ones where he could definitely just stop and pop it over the top.
Right.
If you don't stick with your man, though. So you got to be careful that you don't overcommit if you're defending the pass.
Let's see if they try that with 2nd down and goal from the 12-yard line. Riondo again in the backfield. They send Shapino out wide to the far side. Looking to throw. Looking for Shapino. Now they throw it in front. Oh, just
broke
knocked
it up
away by
Lavoisier. No,
Lavoisier.
Lavoisier, yeah, nice play.
Wow.
That was a great play, great timing. Just laid out there to tip that ball away at the last second.
Tender receiver was Biot once again. 149 and brings up 3rd down. That was a good-looking play, both offensively and defensively.
Absolutely was.
3rd and a long 12 to get into the end zone.
Green Wave definitely had the kind of the corner route coverage on.
Yeah.
The flag route covered there. They had good coverage on that side. The play where they scored their first touchdown, and they tried to come underneath, and Christian Lavoisier denied them.
Looking to throw. Looking to the left side. Going into the
Nobody
corner.
there.
And it's going to be picked off by Tassoni. Tassoni in the end zone, running down the far sideline. Tassoni gets it all the way up to about the 28-yard line.
Number 21. The
Chris
senior.
Tassoni from Crabtree Lane.
From the end zone, brought down and out of bounds by the Sachems, number 54.
Big
Brian
E-
McLean's
IMG.
nephew.
Brian McLean's nephew. And he left.
Yeah,
Did Brian McLean left? Did Brian already left? Yeah. Sandwich. Nice job by Tassoni. We've been calling his number a couple times this year, and that one was great to see him pick it off. He played it perfectly in the end zone. Ran it back to the green wave to the 28-yard line.
With a minute 18 remaining here in the third quarter.
So turnabout is fair play. The Green Wave fumble the ball to the Sachems, and then the Green Wave pick off the pass and return it out to the 28-yard line. Be first and 10. Did he have an interception last week too? Oh, I'm supposed to mention that Tassoni also had an interception last week too. First and 10. Hand off the middle. Cedric Lucas Summers trying to make something happen.
This is a new thing, Sean, that we have all the parents actually do the stats for their individual kid. So
Guess whose mom is sitting right under us? Second and 9. If you want to follow all the action for Abington High School Sports on Twitter, it's at AbingtonAD. And you can read all about Chris Tassoni, apparently. Second down for Abington. The motion goes Krasikas give right up the middle.
well, looks that will take care of this half, I believe, Sean, with 32 seconds to go. The Green Wave will
It was Foley.
go into the fourth quarter, 34-7.
Well, this game and the prior game against Hull have been two, overwhelming games for the Green Wave. I mean, it just started off poorly for Hull last week, the first two possessions, and then Abington really just taking control of this game from the very start, which is great to see. But it's going to be a different scenario down in Cohasset next week. Kevin, as you know, it's always a tough place for the Green Wave to win down there. They're a very well-coached team. They get a very enthusiastic fan base, so we're hoping that a lot of Green Wave fans will get down there. Hoping for good weather, so it would be a nice ride down to Cohasset for a good game.
I mean, for a small school, Sean, they're always impressive. They always have a lot of athletes, a lot of kids they're very quick sideline to sideline, not usually like a huge, big team, but they're very quick sideline to sideline, and they always give Abington a fits when we go down there to Cohasset, so I'm looking forward to a great game next year. We have Bill Davis up here in the booth.
And I want to send a shout out once again to our fall athletic sponsors: Cream Ice Cream, Health Express, Amos A. Phelps & Son, the Abington Depot Restaurant, Giardino's Restaurant, McDonough Insurance, Mia Ragazza on Route 18, Trufant Real Estate, hello Butch Wilson, Sorrell's Bar and Grill, I was there last night, Lindo Realty Group, Bemis Drug, Quincy Memorials, the Polish Club, Old Town Real Estate, Cairo Associates, the Abington Dairy Queen, Deanne's Restaurant, Kevin was at Dairy Queen last night, Quayle Funeral Home, and Glen Isle Point Inc.
As long as I wasn't at Quailey's.
Third down for Abington. What was that line you had earlier? I've never seen something that crazy.
Since Kanye West was in the White House.
You've been thinking about that all day, haven't you?
No, I didn't. I just actually came up with that, Sean. So, I have like a bevy of writers, Sean.
3rd and 6 from the 32 now. Fresh 11 minutes.
I just couldn't have all this talent by myself. I mean, I have a lot of people writing material for me.
Well, that's understood.
Up and down the coast.
High backfield. They pitch left side. Lucas Summers trying to turn the corner. Lucas, good open field tackle there by the Sachems.
I think that looked a little worse because he was trying to cut back and try to avoid the hit there a little bit, and he kind of slipped down. So it's going to be 4th down here for the Green Wave.
I think that was Zach Sylvia on the tackle.
Nice tackle. Nice coming up from the outside spot there and defensive back spot and making the tackle by Sylvia.
Green Wave punt team will go out with the ball marked inside the 35. They send one man back.
It's number 44.
That's Plosky. Snap is back. Kick is
Another
up. A
nice
high
kick.
kick by Labossiere. Caught right at the 34-yard line. Blosky,
nothing
Cristoforo.
doing. No, that's number 82.
Oh.
Jake Bennett coming in for the hit. Flying in.
Cristoforo is 82.
Yeah, that was 52.
Oh, I'm sorry, 52. Jake Bennett. Well,
Jake
even
Bennett.
better. Nice job, Jake.
Jake Bennett coming down from the center spot and making a big hit there.
I want to apologize to the Bennett family. That was a nice tackle.
Nice job.
10:01 on the clock and left in the game. Middleboro trailing 34-7. Will start at their own 37. I want to thank the parents again for all the posters and banners that they bought and purchased. They hung them for tonight's game. They'll be using them again in future games.
It's good. Hopefully we'll have a couple more home games.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll probably first playoff game will probably be an away game. Looks like a new quarterback. Handoff.
Mahoney just.
That's a different quarterback now. That's Tim Crowley.
Tim Crowley.
A sophomore quarterback out there now.
Really? We wouldn't have a home game, Sean?
Well, because Mashpee and Cohasset are currently above us, the likelihood is it will be in the bottom half of the bracket. So you
Really?
So you would.
Well, so if you win
Be
next
away.
week, then you would probably be home.
It depends on again who you get matched up with too.
So after
So
next.
it's always the higher seed gets the home game.
So next week is the end of the regular season, and we go into the playoff format after next week.
Okay, by the quarterback. Oh, nice
he's got
break.
some room.
The sophomore, nice shimmy there at the 40-yard line.
So
Tim Crowley with the nice carry.
that was 23, I think. O'Brien there with the 23. O'Brien, number 20 for the Green Wave, making the tackle there.
Brendan O'Brien. Van Luling also on the tackle. He had a big interception in one of the JV games recently. I was proud to be there to watch that, as was his mom and dad. Crowley now calling the cadence from the shotgun. Pretty confident looking sophomore out there. Crowley puts a man in motion. Looking to throw.
Keeps
Crowley rolling right. Crowley goes down and gets.
Picked off.
It did get picked
Picked
off.
off.
Yep.
Looked like by number 28 for the Green Wave,
Right, it was.
James Foley.
Foley did a good job just stepping right in front of that intended receiver. Ball's going to go out of bounds at the 33, so Green Wave will kind of start off where they left off. And the offense will come back onto the field with 8:39. Oh, we have a celebrity up here. Sue Whalen is here, Kevin's wife and Kevin's granddaughter. Is that Claire? Abington with the ball at their own 33-yard line. Jack Clifford now into the game for the Green Wave at the quarterback position. Cedric, Lucas Summers, and Foley are in the backfield. Lucas Summers, quick dive on the right side, barrels forward, pick up a couple.
So I've got some special guests up here, Sean. My granddaughter Claire. Elizabeth Donahue is up here. And down at the 50-yard line talking to the water boy and distracting him is my daughter and her husband, and Connor Patrick Donahue, the latest addition.
Got the whole extended Whalen family now.
They're all here.
We should have more early games apparently.
We should. I know.
Right before nap time.
Their bedtime, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
We're all going over to my mother's for the big birthday
Oh, yeah?
celebration.
All right, Clifford brings in the play from the sideline. Green Wave break their huddle. Handoff, left
Nothing
side,
doing there.
nothing doing. I think that
I think
was.
he put the ball. I think he's saying he was stopped.
No, they're saying it's down.
He's saying it was down. He's saying. Well, I think his forward progress had been stopped. So.
I think Foley was on that carry. And it'll be up third down now for the Green Wave at their own 35-yard line. Just under 7.5 to go in the game. 34-7 Green Wave. It's been all Green Wave from the beginning.
it has, and a great game, both sides of the ball, and a good tune-up for next week against Cohasset, which is going to be a strong opponent. So hopefully the Green Wave will travel well next week.
Roman Sipolu in the backfield. 44, they put a man in motion to give to Roman right up the middle. Quick dive will bring up a 4th down for Abington. Abington just trying to chew time off the clock now. Roman Sipolu. I think it's Sipolu. Ball at the 36.
Well, I think it's a bit early, Sean, but I think, definitely I'm going to say Broomstein had a heck of a game tonight, so player of the game. I definitely think would be my pick. I mean, the obvious one, Will Klein. I mean,
I'm going to pick Klein too, yeah.
You could almost do that every week.
True, but I'm going to give it to him tonight. I mean, the 4 touchdowns were tremendous.
So congratulations to both of them.
Broomstein deserves it too. You can almost pick him every game. I mean, Landers had another strong game.
Absolutely.
Magararu, kick is away. Nice kick again by Lavoisier.
Lavoisier's been
To the 25 and rolling. There's Leary right on top of it at the 23. So some words being said out behind the play.
that's what happens is, you get the game is long and it's kind of lopsided or one-sided. It's definitely going to happen.
Again, Lavoisier with the big kick. He's got a couple of great punts this game. He also has 3 punt blocks now this season. Just a multi-dimensional athlete.
Absolutely. He's a special player.
So here comes Middleboro.
Well, the thing about quarterback, obviously he's someone who can run, and we haven't seen him do it a lot so far this year, but he's definitely someone who could move the chains by running as well. So
shotgun hand up, nothing doing. Nice
that was
tackle.
big number 84 for the Green Wave.
That's D'Ambrosio.
D'Ambrosio coming up with a big hit.
Good job by Matt, not only shooting the gap and getting in the backfield, but making that tackle. Somebody stole my binoculars.
Stolen not. Found, yes. Using, yes.
I want to thank Larry Keogh, who's our official clock scorekeeper. He's actually an official. He's not a volunteer. He's an official scoreboard operator. Also a resident of Abington. So
Larry always does a great job.
Ooh, a high snap, but he comes down with it, keeps it, and gets hit at the line of scrimmage. Bring up 3rd and long now.
Looked like number 59 for the Green Wave was making another tackle, Aaron Siegel.
Siegel's a little fire plug there. He gets the job done. Checking in for Abington right now is Jared Wark, number 66, and Ryan Westland, number 68.
Yeah, and this guy is saying that it was Roman Sipolu in the tackle as well.
Brendan Remelade getting a breather, number 72, and Ricky Donahue also head to the sideline. So we got 3rd down and about 13 or so, ball just over the 20-yard line. Shotgun formation for Crowley. Crowley looking to throw. Sets back, puts up right across the middle, connects, nice ball. And it'll be enough for the first down.
Whoa. Yeah, that's a little late and from behind on a hit there.
Jake Seagrieve on the reception. Ball mocked up to the 35, 1st and 10 as we approach the 4-minute mark here. 34-7 Abington. Darkness sets along Memorial Field.
It's a beautiful evening, fall evening here tonight. Just a beautiful day after the rain, but good job by the Green Wave coming up with a big victory tonight.
Got a man down the middle. He puts it up and just falls incomplete. I tell you, good vision there by Crowley, the sophomore quarterback. I mean, we have an advantage being up above the field. We can see some of the play develop. And
yeah, he does look like a player. I mean, he definitely, the thing is he doesn't ever look frazzled out there either for a sophomore. He's definitely looks like he belongs out there.
Must have had a good youth football career.
I'm sure, Sean. That's one of the things I've let go over the years is following Middleboro youth sports.
Yeah, did you?
Yeah.
Just don't have any time to follow it anymore.
Exactly. I used to be right on top of it, but
don't read the papers as often. Hand off to the right side, trying to swing around the end, but no go there. Carry on the play by number 2, Blake Gately. Steve Wakeland marks it as a 1-yard loss. Makes it 3rd and 11. And checking back in for Abington is Matt D'Ambrosio, 84.
The big 84. When they need the pressure, they're going to bring him in.
Yeah, Kevin Connors, 87, taking a breather. Good to see Kevin out there on the gridiron. Hi, Marianne. 3rd down. And Kevin. Looking to throw. Puts it up. Going deep. And it's going to fall incomplete. McGuire playing the conservative safety role there. He just kind of let it fall to the ground, knowing that it was 4th and long coming up.
Exactly.
And they'll be punting.
Really, as we said, Sean, talking about, like, now we can look ahead to next week. That's just going to be a great game. A lot of excitement. It really depends. Really, the Green Wave, it's very a big game for the Green Wave. I mean, they're going to obviously be in the playoffs, but, it's all about the seeding, and you want to make sure that you have a good road. You get a couple of home games to be helpful. So it'd be nice for them to, have a good big victory down there. And it's always a tough place to play, so we're really going to need everybody to get out down there next Friday.
It's a game where everyone wants to send a message too. 4th and 11 here. They're going to go for it. Looking to throw. Puts it up in the air. Connects. Just short of the first. See if he can fall forward, but he's going to be stopped.
Short, yeah, just short. He
Good
kind of
job.
spun around and just wasn't able to lunge for the 4th down. the first down marker, and Green Wave able to turn it over on downs with 3:02 remaining in the ball game.
Owen Reardon was like the 2nd or 3rd guy who hit him, but it was important because Reardon kept him from going forward to get that extra yard, and that's the difference.
Yeah, he got hit kind of going one way, tried to spin around and then lunge, and Reardon was right there and made the big hit. So Green Wave is going to pick it up on the 44-yard line.
Abington on the Sachem 44.
And Owen O'Rin, number 27, is right back out there on the offense. Green Wave trying to get some players in to the game. So Middleboro's taking a timeout as well, trying to mix it up. No shot him.
Abington band kicking it up.
The Green Wave band just doesn't quit either, Sean.
They don't.
3 minutes left in the ball game. They're still there.
Reminder once again, November 3rd is the
Favor.
John Favor night for his Memorial Scholarship at the KFC. Tickets are available at the door at 7 o'clock. And right before that, on the Thursday, Friday, November 1st, November 2nd, is Abington High School Drama's presentation of the Laramie Project. If you want more information, contact Abington High School, or if you're already on the Abington High School email distribution list, you probably have information. It is a very good, thought-provoking play, the Laramie Project, led by Steve Shannon, the Abington High School Drama Program. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for the Mighty Mighty Green Wave. Right in front of you at the 44-yard line. Handoff, right side. Owen Reardon slips down as it gets a little bit more slippery in there as the night has gone on.
That's all right, though. Anything to keep the clock moving, Sean.
That's right. Checking in for Abington now. Who we got there? It looks like number 32, Tommy Fanara in there, along with Colby Krasikas, number 29. Here comes Stephen Pizzi, number 26.
Didn't see much of Furness tonight, so maybe they're hiding him for next week.
Jack Clifford, number 15, the sophomore quarterback. Abington freshmen are playing tomorrow at noontime. I'm going to go up and see that game.
Is it here? Or
it'll be at the
high
turf
school?
field.
Turf
Yeah,
field?
it's been rescheduled.
You want to make sure you can save this field.
2nd down for Abington. Clifford, hands off, right side dive.
That's 28. That's Foley, right? Or was that 29?
29 is Colby
29?
Krasikas.
Colby Krasikas.
Good running there by Colby. Gets the first down. We'll move the stakes as we're at the 2-minute mark.
Well, that should be enough for the ball game. And great game. I think Brunstein and Will Klein, both well-deserving of players of the game. I'm looking forward to next week. It's going to be a great game. So looking forward to it. And congratulations to these guys on going 5-1. It's been a great start to the season. And I think they're primed up and ready to go not only next week but for the playoff run.
Well, if you need a ride to Cohasset, Kev, you just give me a buzz.
Well, I'm already down at the South Shore Country Club,
That's
Sean,
right.
so I'm 2/3 of the way there. So
Excellent. I'll pick you up.
We do have green teas. We have tea times available.
All right. First down, handoff goes right side, and A little slippage again as they try to turn the corner. It looks like the game will be wrapping up just in time as the field starts to get a little bit slippery between the hash marks.
You know, Sean, we've seen you play, so we don't, you know, we want some of the course left for other people. So, you know, all right.
Minute to go, Kevin. I know you want you to go say hi to your mother. It's your birthday. Join the family, and thank you for joining us once again, Mr. Whalen. Sean Riley, Kevin Whalen, and Steve Johnson bringing this Abington Green Wave football action. Another victory for the Green Wave, but next week against Cohasset, we'll see just how strong the Green Wave are as they head into the postseason. Cohasset will give them a test, but nothing that we can't overcome if we put it together. Green Wave, handoff, right side. Nice cutback. Owen Ridden, still on his feet. Unbelievable. Owen Reardon earning everything there. Wearing number 27 on his jersey. 20 seconds in roll, and that might just be the last play of the game. And I believe it is. So the final score here from Memorial Field on this fine October evening. The Abington Green Wave 34, the Middleboro Sachems 7. Well executed by the Green Wave. As we mentioned earlier, the second play of the game for the Green Wave was a 63-yard touchdown pass from Varsity to Klein. The point after rush was no good. It left it at 6-0 with 8:01 to go in the first quarter. Green Wave touched the ball the second time, had a 90-yard drive, capped off with an 8-yard touchdown run by Klein, and he had the rush for the PAT, made it 14-0. That was with a 1:16 left to go in the first quarter. Then Abington again scored from 9 yards out. That was Klein once again for his third touchdown after a quick 40-yard drive. Fanara with the PAT kick made it 21-0. That's the way it looked like it was going to end at the half, but with 3 seconds left to go, Middleboro tried a pass which was tipped, and Colin Leary stepped in front, picked it out of the air, and ran it back 38 yards for a touchdown with no time left on the clock. Fanara put it through the uprights once again, made it 28-0 at the half. And then the Green Wave opened up in the third quarter with an 87-yard touchdown pass. Again, Labossiere to Klein, his longest touchdown pass of the year. At 9:24 to go in the third quarter, made it 34-0 after the kick was wide. And then Middleboro finally got on the board with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter with a 19-yard pass, a nicely thrown ball from Brandon Hogan to Sam Riondu. Biot had the PAT kick, made it 34-7, and that's how it ended. I want to thank Chris Nagel, Clem Leary, Pete Serino, our athletic director, Steve Johnson, who's been on the camera, and Eddie Riley, the coach's son, also ran the team camera tonight. I want to thank him for donating his time. Thank you to all the fans who were able to make it to tonight's game. We'll see you down in Cohasset next week for more Green Wave football. Thanks for tuning in.